Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to AMO Wrestling as we are starting off the last episode of the year. And tonight we start out with women's action. Coming to the ring first, Lydia Madison. Her opponent here tonight, making her AMO Wrestling debut, it is Deborah O'Reilly. And as she comes down to the ring, ready to fight here tonight, as both women don't seem to be looking to make friends in this fight. They both look to give each other their all here tonight. Rough sounds for the belt, and neither woman looking to hold back. As the song suggests from the very start, Deborah O'Reilly getting in some key strikes to begin the match. That is picture perfect on how you want to start off your first match in a new company. But Lydia Madison getting that reversal. This is a perfect time for Deborah to debut with the landscape of the women's division in the state it is. As anybody and everybody could be challenging Selena to that title very, very soon. But no, a spine buster by Deborah plants Lydia. Now going for the pin. No, not even the one count there. Right now, I don't really know who is per se in the lead. Destiny is very much so still a potential contender despite her just losing the title, not guaranteed that rematch. But oh my goodness, Deborah O'Reilly continuing the onslaught here. Reversal by Lydia though, punch to the gut, and now bouncing off the ropes into some pay dirt. Oh no, going for the knee. But no, not working out for Lydia Madison, possibly going for that injured knee of Deborah O'Reilly. Curious to see how that happened. And Lydia backing out once again into the ropes. Oh, and a Meteora. All that weight on the clavicles, all the weight on the chest. It does not take a lot of pressure, but no, we see the submission by Lydia, hoping to possibly wear down or even make the debut tap. That does not happen here tonight as Deborah, but no. Ooh, as we see that turn, that focus in on the back of the leg, that hamstring, that MCL, taking a lot of the big damage. As now Deborah, rope assistant, and just throws Lydia across the ring. Now going for the pin. But no, we have the kick out here. Off the ropes, back and forth. Lydia finally trying to piece some offense together. Another Irish whip. Caught her into that leg drop. course, standing. Deborah hard reversing. And now just dragging her into that corner. Caught back and forth once again. Up on the second rope, and a tornado DDT plants Deborah. Kick to the back of the head of Deborah. Whiplash effect of the neck. Back and forth. A German suplex by Lydia Madison. Lydia, probably the smallest potential women in the roster. Definitely the smallest in this match, as Deborah has the height and presumably the weight advantage. Getting her, bring up and curb stomping Deborah back down to the mat. Getting Deborah back up on her feet and setting up double underhook face buster. Now going for the pin. Ref gets in position. 2, but no, the kick out at 2. Is Lydia a little upset? Not able to get the 3 count on the debut as Deborah rolls out of the ring. Deborah, even though this is her first match, she is very well traveled, making appearances in some major companies. She is looking to sink her teeth into the roster. Ref at a count of 5 as Deborah throws her back in the ring. Oh. Swinging STO. As Lydia might just be out off of that. That's 1, 2, no, a kick out by Lydia at 2. Going back after, and no. And I believe that's known from one of her trainers, the boom drop, and that, no, I expected that to be its own 3 count as well, but Lydia still alive. Hurricane Rana by Lydia Madison. Going back for that knee. That target is there, and Lydia is the type of person, but that Meteora. Deborah was almost defiantly showing her that her knees are still fine, and then going after her own. Of course, with some other intentions as well, not necessarily just focused on the leg there, but also taking out the neck and the shoulders of Lydia Madison as they spill back out to the outside now. Looking to get back in the ring, but no, a quick jawbreaker by Lydia before even thinking of getting this back in the ring. Possibly more comfortable out on the outside. I believe both women probably are in some regards. Neither one are the designated technical wrestler in this match. As both are just fighters. They'd fight anybody that's put in front of them. The elbow there. That's now Lydia taking her time getting back in the ring. Deborah still on the outside. She's not going to let the debut get rid of her that easy, wanting to inflict pain, wanting to send a message, but no, backfires for the moment as Deborah clothesline to the back of the head of Lydia, and you can just hear that impact. And oh, that's not even on the mat, that's just on the floor of the arena. Just grabbing her, whipping her by her neck. Now Deborah takes her time to get back into the ring. 9 count now. Deborah might want to, no, 10 count as Deborah now decides to break the count halfway through. Referee starting now, and Deborah just isn't finished either. Rolling back in the ring once again. Inviting Lydia back in. Now throwing back outside. Small game of cat and mouse, but no, Irish whip into the ropes. Hammerlock DDT to Lydia. She drags her to the middle of the ring. 2. No, Lydia kicks out yet again as the debut gets to showcase more of her offense, but that kick to the knee might have just hyperextended. Oh, and the back elbow by Lydia takes down Deborah as Lydia might just pick up the no. Only a 2 count. Was not able to pick up the win off of that elbow. Into the corner now. Deborah gets Lydia on the outside of the ring, squares up, and drop kicks Lydia as Lydia, her eyes are glassed over. 2, 3, as the fans continue to cheer. As Deborah picks up her debut victory against Lydia Madison with that huge drop kick from the outside. And the focus on the head. Later on in the match, you saw the Hammerlock DDT following up with that drop kick. Is enough to pick up the win. But is it enough to garner a #1 contendership spot? That will be decided in the coming weeks, but tonight Deborah gets to celebrate her victory on her own accord.
I'm an angel /
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our main event of the evening.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the lust demon thing.
Coming to the ring first,
But my heart loves big.
Chicago
I
Cyborg.
know a lot of demons come to my show as well. Angels. You know what I'm saying? A lot of demons.
Midas. Of course, this match, traditional revolver gauntlet rules. 5 men, countdown, submission, pinfall. Winner, however, will go on to face Kenji Kobayashi for his Pure Wrestling title. Midas known for hitting hard and hitting often, looking to make that his advantage as he has to come from the number 1 spot. Does not really have much history with Kenji Kobayashi as of yet. Looking to change that with this matchup here. And up next, the second person, still starting from the very beginning, is a man who does have history with Kenji. That man is Eddie J. Now Eddie went 1-on-1 with the champ all the way back at Hypermania. And Eddie doesn't talk much, but I know that was very unsettling for him as his early career was developing. He could be in that spot that Kenji's in if things changed. But that is not the case right now. Instead, Eddie J's coming down to the ring in the second spot looking to challenge the champion. And Eddie J versus Chris Midas to start off his 2 heavy hitters. This match is full of them. Refs sounding for the bell as the 5 minutes begin. These 2 men starting off. These 2 men just bring up such a fury to the ring whenever they step in. Midas looking to end a short little losing streak that he has. Of course, I mean, the 2 people he has lost to recently have been the champion, the world champion, and that of last week in Bobby Blackwell, who's a champion and undefeated in his own right. So if we are talking about who can win this match purely based off a trial by fire, Midas has to be up there, and if he gets through this, he will be red hot coming for Kenji. Of course, nobody wants to necessarily start out at the 1 or 2 spot in this match. This is the 3rd time we have done one of these rule sets. The first winner coming from, I believe, that number 2 spot. So if you're one to bet, maybe you bet on Eddie J in this match. The second one coming from the 5th spot, I do believe in PK King. This match continues here tonight. This is the last main event of 2020 here in AMO Wrestling. Decided to end this match just like we started our first pay-per-view with this match type. Of course, always looking to find some sort of way to innovate. This time we're just taking a nod on how things started, and doing so to figure out who will be the number 1 contender for that Pure Championship. Things have been back and forth. Midas with a pin now. Not even a full 1 count. Something tells me this is going to be one of those matches where the 2 men just go back and forth until possibly the very end as we see the snapmare Now picking him up and just dropping him on his face. Oh, now he's going for that choke. But no, Eddie J backing out of it. Things have been hot and heavy since the start. As that lariat turned Eddie J completely inside out. As we are now just 2 minutes away from our next entrant. Now the 5 men in this match are Eddie J, Midas, BT, Bobby Mann, Chandler Finch, and Romero. So one of those 3 men will be coming out next, all having their own special claim to this spot, but all can possibly obtain it in very different ways. As Eddie J with another brainbuster. Right now, we are just having a hoss fight. AMO Wrestling has become a place, a welcome mat for all hosses alike. Many people have said AMO Wrestling is where the big boys play. And right now, it is very true. As Midas now gets Eddie J up for a powerbomb. Looking to drive him through the mat. But now, getting him up for the Kingdom powerbomb. Goes for the 1, 2, and no. Eddie J kicks out. Midas looking to possibly finish off with as much offense as he can before the next entrance comes. Eddie J looking to do that as well with another brainbuster. As Midas rolls out to the apron yet again. Planning him. As he's got 3, 2. He's going up for a powerbomb on his own. As the next entrance comes out, I do believe he might have made contact. As of course, you know the rules of this match. Must go back to your corners as we hear this music, the haunting music of the Devilfish family, as the number 3 entrant is that of Romero.
Streaks of blood are turning somber, I turn like the end of summer. And we will face to the east, to bring the best to the beast. Are you the best that I rescue? Are you the best that I can know? Are you the best that I rescue? Praise to the east.
As the match resets, all 3 men back in their corners as they start off, as Romero now taking his first shot at Eddie J, and him and Midas are still yet to settle their score, but no, Romero now looking to Midas. He's just trying to make a quick impact in this match, but Midas is now bulldozing through both men, going for the second pin. Still not a full 1 count, as Romero now taking his opportunity. It's now slowing down the pace with Eddie J. Oh, and now Eddie J grabs Romero into the power slam out of the military press position. Midas just tosses Romero now. Romero, of course, the shortest man in this ring now, as I was mentioning earlier. about just the size of the average competitor here in AMO. But even though he is the smallest, he is still no slouch. But Eddie J, Germans. Romero follows it up with another. As he makes it a third German suplex. As Romero rolls out of the ring, and the two men who started this match are now seeing eye to eye once again. As Eddie J follows it back through with the elbow. And a boot just stomping Midas. But now Eddie kicking Romero down. All three men still looking like they're in relatively good shape. Not sure who, if any, will be able to run the entire length of the gauntlet. Of course, Romero has a better spot, but when you get that better spot, it almost is like a target on your back. So you come in and you're fresher than everybody else. You're not as damaged as the other guys. So they try to level the playing field as Eddie J looking, but no, Romero, innovative kick as Eddie J was feeling it. Eddie J now Irish whipping, or no, not Irish whipping, just grabbing him. Midas now vertical stalling suplex, showing off the strength. Knee to the stomach from Romero now. Irish whip taking out the ref for the moment, but going for a lift of sorts, but no. Midas won't allow it, now checking him back in with his shoulder. Only 1 minute remaining already in this match. But a lot can change in a minute as we see a pinfall by Romero. Finally get that decisive 1 count, but that is it from Romero. As Eddie J now trying to neutralize the threat, but no, Midas picking up Eddie J now and spikes him. As Romero goes and tries to steal the pin, but no, a 2 count following, 40 seconds left. It's both men who started now looking close to 10 minutes, and that neck breaker by Romero probably just reminded Midas how much longer he will have to go if he's looking to be successful. Romero, Death Valley driver to Eddie J. As he goes for the arm bar, just wrenching at the arm as he's got 5, 4, but no, he breaks out of it. 2 and 1. Now the former Pure Wrestling Champion, the first ever, the man who lost to Kenji, now comes down to the ring as the 4th entrant. And we saw last week just how bitter BT Bobby Man has been. After that impressive performance, he gets his spot in this match. As hopefully he is the man in his eyes to finish the rest of the 3. And the man following behind him, who is the only man remaining, Chandler Finch, the man who is able to win the WWX Gauntlet, now has a chance to go 2 for 2 in Gauntlet matches. Of course, this spot slightly better than his at WWX, as he came in roughly 9th or 8th out of 11. But of course, coming in 5 of 5, probably feels a little better overall. But Eddie Che welcomes him. That military press as Romero now up to the top rope. We have 2 separate matches kind of going on here. As we see that foot stomp to the abdomen of Midas. Things are going back and forth from all of these competitors. As BT spikes Eddie J on his head. Going off of the stairs now. There's Midas on the outside. We're getting to the point in the match where an elimination can happen at any time. As Bobby is looking to do so on Eddie J. Now setting up a brain buster. Romero Midas still on the outside. Of course, I mentioned during his entrance that BT got this match because of his match with Antoine last week. Romero also kind of got this spot based off of his performance in last week's main event, picking up the pinfall in that main event, the 6-man tag match. The other 2 kind of got this spot based off of previous records. And Chandler Finch got his spot. Of course, it is almost fitting that he got the last spot due to it based off of his previous performances in the Gauntlet match. Of course, Eddie J was also in that match. He started out very early. I believe he came in at the 3 spot. As BT now looking for the inside cradle 2 count, but no. Eddie J able to get out of that roll up. Midas looks like he just got spiked on the stairs on the outside. Pile driver now by BT. Going for the pin. Yes, he's going for the pin. 1, 2. No, and a kick out there by Eddie J. Eddie has been experienced so much offense in this match, as he is built for things like this. Now BT locking in that submission, but no, Eddie J gets him up and drops him on his back. Eddie J, the only man now in the ring. BT on the outside. Now everybody is outside as Romero Midas have been fighting for the past like 3 to 4 minutes outside. They know that this match isn't gonna end quite yet. They're settling this outside for the moment as we see the knee strike to Midas. Off of the ring post. As Midas, no, Romero gets back up. They're spread out across this arena with the common goal of beating the absolute mess out of each other, as Midas now rolled back into the ring. As we have 20 seconds until the last man enters, as we see another armbar. Midas, however, gets out of it. Uses the ropes for leverage. Now Eddie J, BT power bomb and a knee strike of his own on the outside. And now the final entrant coming to the ring. The new cut, new jacket, same man coming down to the ring. 5th spot. He's taking his time, letting everybody catch a quick breath as they get back in the ring, get back to their corners. But the man indeed has come around. Now everybody is set. One of these 5 men will be the competitor for Kenji, as BT has Romero down in that choke. But no, Romero powers up. Eddie J on the outside. Oh, and his Midas gets spiked once again. Fans are loving it in this arena. It's Eddie J now throwing BT on the outside, taking his time. Romero as well, joining everybody on the outside as they're teaming up on Bobby. Chandler and Midas, however, are inside. One, two, no kick out there. Match is quick and chaotic right now, as Eddie J combos up on Chandler, gets some retribution. Of course, Eddie going for the pin. Ref more focused on the submission, not able to give it its full attention. Setting him up on the ropes now as Midas going for these power bombs again, and we have seen him hit these in rapid succession. Part of the thing that makes him the cyborg. Quick pin there as Chandler Finch gets in and stops Midas's ruling attacks, as we see that sling blade by Romero as BT rolls out. Oh, and he's caught Chandler Finch into the choke slam. Romero immediately picking him up, but no. Like I said, Chandler Finch won WWX, meaning he has a EWTV title opportunity to cash in. To kick out there. BT throws, takes out the ref. We see Eddie J and Midas still fighting. Both men started off this match. We see a pile driver to Romero. Chandler Finch involved. We see that count two count there on Romero. Nobody has been eliminated quite yet. As I mentioned, Eddie and Midas still eyeing each other. You do not get to decide where you start, but you do get to decide where you finish. and both men looking to finish last. Romero now in the ring, drives BT down to the ground and goes for the pin. No, only a 2 count there. Both of them are now trading a lot of offense. Back elbow by BT. He's looking to just choke out Romero once again. But Romero now powering out of it again. Backbreaker by Finch. And that leg sweep. There's no time limit on the rest of this match. As now Chandler Finch has Romero up. As the man shows his strength and now goes into that standing moonsault. Going for the pin. Only a 2 count there. As everybody has still survived. Romero catching Finch. Exploder. Romero once again grabs BT from behind, spiking him yet again. Midas now taking his shots with Romero. Going off the ropes into that leg drop. Eddie J now focusing on BT, going for the pin. Ref getting in position. Oh, only a 1 count there. So you see that leg drop again by Midas. Power moves being hit. Going for the pin is Eddie J. 2 count yet again. And at this point in the match, you have to think what is left in the tank. 3 count as Midas picks up the win against Romero. Getting a little bit of revenge against the Devilfish family. As Midas coming up unsuccessful in that world title match against one of the very members of that team. We're down to 4, whether it being the rematch of BT Bobby Man, the redemption of Eddie J, the continuation of the success of Chandler Finch as he goes for his 2nd gauntlet victory, or the comeback of Midas. Because it doesn't matter who you are as the ref looking after Chandler Finch after one of those shots. 2 count there on BT Bobby. Now Eddie J, but no. BT gets out of it and goes for his own BT driver. Going for the pin now. 2 and a kick out. Eddie J, BT Bobby still alive in this match as he goes for that choking guillotine once again, as Eddie J might be losing breath, but no, fights out of it. After everything that has happened to him in this match, he is still fighting. He's still continuing. And BT is still fighting and still continuing. Again, going for another pin. Foot in the ropes, however. That might have been Eddie's only saving grace. As Midas spinning out Chandler Finch. BT knee to the face of Eddie J as he starts to roll out. Everybody on the outside. This match is in its final moments. Chandler Finch has kind of been targeted. Nobody wants him to repeat and have the same success, as he's looking at Bobby Man now. Gets underneath. Man down. As he goes for the pin. 3. As Chandler Finch eliminates BT. That means the number 5, the number 2, and the number 1 participants are still in this matchup. Chandler Finch, number 5, Eddie J, number 2. Like I mentioned, both if winners would be repeat offenders as winning spots in this type of matchup. Now he's just stomping in the chest, but oh, Midas taking his opportunity, laying in the hammer of an elbow to the back of the head of Chandler Finch. And now slamming Eddie J down to the ground. And Chandler Finch picks up the pin on Midas. Eddie J, Chandler Finch. One of these two men will go on and fight. Kenji Kobayashi to look to dethrone the undefeated pure champion, as Chandler Finch going for that DDT, possibly gets caught by Eddie J. Now Eddie J gets caught. Knee in return, bust open Eddie J, going for the drop kick, but another miss. Back and forth these two men go. Chandler Finch catches him with the strike to the leg, but Eddie J rolls out of the ring. They will now just fight on the outside for the time being. Chandler Finch gives up and down. Spikes the number 5 entry. And now going for the pin. 1, 2, no, and a kick out by Chandler Finch. It is nearly impossible to keep him down in these matches, it seems. Dropping him on the back of his head. Now picking him up. Brain buster yet again, as he's now setting up to finish Chandler Finch. As he just drives him with that pile driver. 1, 2, 3. As Eddie J goes from the number 2 spot all the way to the end to get his rematch with Kenji Kobayashi. Of course, everybody put in incredible efforts into this match. But tonight, Kenji picks up the pin. Picks up the win. And will go on to Space Odyssey as we see PK King now get in the ring as he's shaking the hand. I think PK King has welcomed him, a new member to the kingdom.